Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Behind the Curtain. I am your host, AD.
What's good? It's your boy Woo Kid 36. Don't forget 36, you get missed.
What's happening? It's Drew Skrilla for real, man. Let's get this money, fellas.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we had started a discussion earlier. There we go. Here we go. Right now, we want the people to know issues. If you had to pick between Larry Bird and Kevin Durant, who would you pick?
That's the wrong person to ask. You know I'm Durant all day. You know that's my favorite player, bro. So you can't even ask me that.
Oh, I didn't know he's your favorite player.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I said that.
Yeah.
I would pick.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know he was his favorite player. I know he liked him a lot. I didn't know he was your favorite player. Damn.
That settles that then. So,
But Larry Bird was a killer, though. I can't deny him, but I just like Durant. That's just me, though.
man, not wrong with it. It was just a question because they were doing a comparison between Larry Bird and Kevin Durant, and they were saying who would you take, or who in between the two, between Bird and Kevin Durant.
There's no wrong answer on that.
You're right, it's not. But I'm just curious to know.
Yeah. I mean, career-wise, KD all day. He has a better career because, of Bird's injuries. But to me, player-wise, I'm going with Bird.
Okay. No big deal. All right, let's jump into our first question. The Cavs are showing to be the best team in the East, but are they the best team in the NBA?
You know my take. I gotta see it to believe it. I don't know.
You gotta see what?
I gotta see it like playoffs. I ain't worried about no regular season.
No.
That
So,
regular season don't mean nothing to me. No.
Okay.
Hmm.
How you feel, Drew?
The Cavs, they showing like they doing something right now. They doing a little bit. They still in the first place, ain't they, in the East, right?
Right. They in first. They actually in first in the whole NBA because they 7-1 and yeah, they the best team in the NBA. Because OKC is 13-4, which is the best team in the West.
Okay. Well, right now, yeah, they is the best team in the NBA and in the East. But still got to prove it in the playoffs. I believe. I agree with issues on that one. So we'll see what they do in the playoffs. But right now, yeah.
What do you think, Sean?
I'm gonna have to say no. I would have said yes about a week ago. I'm gonna say no now just because the unicorn just came back for Boston. With him back, they're a totally different team to me. I think he stretches the floor for one. He gives you the helping defense, makes your bench better because Al Horford now moves to the bench. And he's a key piece. As long as he's starting and stays healthy, man, it's different. It's different. So I'm going to take Boston just because Porzingis is back.
Is he gonna pay back though?
Yeah, that's a very
So
good
he gonna stay healthy though.
I mean, we can say that about the whole league at this point.
But I would say, if he stays healthy, Boston is going to be the team to beat. If he stays healthy, but if he doesn't, then it's going to be a lot of room for other teams to jump into that position. And I ain't buying the Cavs either. Like I'm with you, issues. Like they look good now, but we've seen this movie one too many times, and it's like, okay, yeah, you look good now.
Okay, so but what's different with the Cavs? Well, what have we been saying that we needed to see from the Cavs in years past? That's changed.
Mobley.
There you go.
No, I'm saying, but will he be able to do this in the playoffs? So, like right now, it's good because honestly, what it's doing is helping to separate them from the rest of the teams in the East, and so that's going to benefit them because when the playoffs start, they could be the 1 seed. So they'll have home court advantage throughout the playoffs, which every team strives for. Because you don't want to be on the road going into the playoffs. You want to be at home. So if you got the top seed, you're going to be good because you're going to have it throughout the playoffs. So everybody got to come to you. So that part of it is good.
But with them, I think it's going to be between them, Boston 1 and 2. So they're not going to see each other to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals if they both make it there. But so I don't know. I don't think Boston's too much worried about home court advantage because they pretty much got it pretty much anyway, being the number 2 seed. So I think I'm still rolling with Boston.
I mean, yeah, they can't beat Boston in the series. I don't
No,
know.
of course.
I mean, right now they could beat the Knicks in the series. The Knicks don't look right, but I don't know if they could beat them in the series.
Okay, well, hold on. Before you finish that. So
Okay.
what we've seen between Minnesota and the Knicks. Because we all figured that the Knicks would be up there in relation to being one of the top teams in the East, and they're not, like we thought they were. So who do you think got the better of that trade? Well, the Knicks they're in 4th place at 10-7, but I think we all expected the Knicks to be a lot better, just strictly because they were.
I think it's growing pains for both teams, to be honest.
Okay.
I think they're both trying to figure things out. Give them till after the All-Star break and see, if things change.
But that's like only maybe 20 or so games left in the season at that point.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the both of those teams stay in that middle of the pack so they can still make the playoffs and make a push later on. But
They'll be in the
Minnesota
playoffs.
does not. Yeah, Minnesota, they're not looking good, but I think they could turn around though. And now the Knicks too. I think both of them can turn around.
Yeah, I got more hope than the Knicks turning around than Minnesota. Yeah. Minnesota's going to have to make a trade.
Yeah, because they don't. They're going to need something else to help out Anthony Edwards. And it ain't Julius Randle, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I agree. His fit was in New York. Julius Randle's fit was in New York.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a fit for him. But
now,
I think Gobert is the problem. I don't like Gobert. I don't.
But okay, so
I agree with you.
I've
been saying that for years.
Yeah.
But if you get rid of Gobert, right, that's essentially your best defender. I'm not saying he's a great defender.
Yeah.
But if you get rid of him, then where do you go from there? Like, you're just going to be like, all right, whatever.
This somebody that could at least hit some jumpers, mid-range jumpers, or even stretch the floor out. He's just a liability.
Offense, huh?
Yeah, on offense. Yeah, he don't give you no offense at all.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, bro. But he's an overrated defensive player. Like, he's not that great to me.
I think what would help him is if he was a little bit offensive minded, besides just putbacks and dunks. If he could have a little jumper, not a great jumper, but just a little bit of a jumper, I think people wouldn't brag on him so much. But because he literally has like zero offense, it's kind of like he's the target, because it's like, well, what do you do outside of dunking?
Yeah.
Just like my guy DC said, he clogs up the hole, so there ain't no room to work around him or nothing.
Yeah, they need somebody. If they could have kept Cat and got around, I know that's unrealistic, but I know, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
You said do what?
I said I wish. I mean, I know it's unrealistic, but if they could have kept Cat and got Randall, it would have been a little bit different.
Yeah. I mean, traded Gobert.
Yeah, but I know that's unrealistic, but
Not just that, it would be dumb for the Knicks to do that because.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think Gobert will really help the Knicks. That's what they need, a big center down there. And with the team that they already have, they're good on offense. They don't need no more offense. They need the defensive presence, and they need a big man like Gobert. They didn't really need Anthony Towns for his scoring. You know what I'm saying?
But they didn't. But it helps out a lot, like a whole lot, because that takes all the burden off of the dude with the messed up jump. It takes the pressure off of Bridges. It takes the pressure off Josh Hart to score. So you got to score down there in the post. Now let's just say you're gonna need some points from them like every single night, but you don't need it because you got Cat. That's why I said I don't think that would have been beneficial for the Knicks, because at least you got a certified scoring Cat back.
Yeah, I agree with you. That
I was just throwing it out there. I know that's not realistic, but
I mean,
the Knicks really know Robinson to come back, ain't they?
Yeah, exactly. So then you had Gobert and Robinson.
Okay. And then Minnesota had a few more players, though. They had one more player I'm trying to think of. I felt like they made them good.
DiVincenzo is the other guy.
Yeah, DiVincenzo. They missing them though. The Knicks are missing them. DiVincenzo. Yeah.
But if he's gonna be playing like he's playing this year, they ain't missing him. So I don't.
Did Minnesota have slow-mo here last year?
Yeah, they did.
I feel like he's a pretty good ball handler. He can knock down some shots. He just,
he's a good defender.
Maybe they're missing that piece too.
Yeah, he's a good help off the bench.
You never know what
white boy energy. Josh Hart do be balling, yeah. I don't know how this motherfucker be getting all these rebounds, but
that's crazy.
So look at it like this, then. Like, go after him. So is this the year that KD, Booker, and Bill get their ring?
No.
Yikes.
No.
You could at least thought about it, like pause or something. Good gracious.
For one, it just cannot stay healthy. So it's just like it's always a calf strain or something. It's always something.
I just think it comes up who they match up with in the playoffs, really. Because they're capable of beating any team.
Yeah, they can.
They're capable of beating any team. But I think it's just going to be these matchups in the playoffs. There's some teams you just don't want to see in the first round.
So,
okay. When they go against OKC in the first round.
So I was about to ask you, so who do you think is their toughest matchup in that, like, just OKC?
In Denver? I think they could beat everybody else over there.
Okay.
With no problems. I think they could probably take them in 5 games. I don't think the Mavs are an issue for them. The Wolves ain't no issue for them. The Kings ain't no issues for them. The Lakers ain't no issues for them. I just think it's Denver because Joker, and then, of course, OKC because they got a full squad. And then by the time that gets around, Chet going to be back, and they're going to be fully healthy, hopefully.
Okay.
I agree. I agree with that.
So the only thing stopping Phoenix is OKC and Denver from getting into the finals.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I'm with him. I don't see nobody just beat him in the series besides, them. Yeah.
I think they can even probably beat Denver.
Yeah, Denver not the same no more.
Right.
Like, I think they can't beat Denver. I think their biggest issue would be OKC.
Because they match up just right with them.
Yeah, they got just enough. So that's why, that will probably be, hopefully, we get that as the Western Conference Finals this year. And don't nobody go out early.
That'll be nice.
Sick of this. Every year, we get robbed of a good Western Conference Finals because some team want to dumb out and do something crazy. Because
Phoenix.
They wasn't supposed to be in the final Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Who, the Wolves?
The Clippers.
They was in the finals, the conference finals?
The Wolves was.
The Wolves, yeah.
They shouldn't have been there.
They made a run. They did it. I mean, you can't take it from them boys. They made a nice run.
Mm-hmm.
No, screw that.
Yeah, you killed all of them.
I want to see your boy get his get back against Luka after the way they punished him. Who's they? when they beat them by like 60 at home in the playoffs. They need to get his get back for that.
And then came back and beat them again the next year. And then they lost to Denver the following year. It's just a problem going against them.
That's why I said I wanted KD to get a chance to get his get back last year. But Anthony Edwards ruined it all. Being selfish, wanting to win games and stuff. The nerve of him. He's supposed to let that go and let KD get back at Luka. Man, I was begging to see that matchup. Didn't happen.
Yeah. I forgot about Houston. Houston do look good.
Yeah.
Said Houston.
Hold up.
They're sleeper.
So Houston is scary because they don't know what they're doing just yet.
You're right.
And those are the things, like, because they like we just playing basketball. Like they're not putting a whole lot of thought into it. They just hooping. And they gonna mess around and sweep you, or they gonna mess around and catch a series.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing I think the Suns should look out for. But other than that,
they're tough because every position they're pretty good too.
yeah. All right. So Chris Middleton is scheduled to return, if not, I think like tonight, if not tonight, in the next game or two. So do you think that when he returns, and hopefully Giannis doesn't sit out another game, because I think he's sitting out tonight, do you think that they could go into a 5 to 6 game run that could potentially put them, let's see, actually they're 9
now.
huh?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying they're 9-9 now. So if they get like a 6 game run, that'd be 15 games. So they'd be like 15-9.
It depends on what he look like, because he ain't played in so long.
Yeah.
It's still gonna take them some time because he hasn't really played with damn Dame. It's just bad.
Sure. Since the playoffs.
Yeah. So we gotta see, it's gonna take them some time, but it'll be nice to see them get back because that made the East better. I want to see, competition in that East.
Yeah.
Because Boston is gonna run away with it if nobody
Well, thank you, Philly. I appreciate you for.
Yeah, Philly's the they are the worst right now. They're the biggest disappointment this year.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Just like
I don't know. I think Middleton may be
cooked.
Yeah, I mean, he's towards the end of his career. You come back from injury after injury. He did look good in the playoffs last year. I give you that. But now, you come into this season injured again, and it's about to be All-Star break. So you're going to get a couple games under your belt. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to go on a little break again. So when you really going to get your rhythm?
Well, hopefully he can start it in these next couple games when he plays. So Dame, Giannis, and him can all build their chemistry or start to formulate some type of chemistry together. Because they need him. Like, he has to be an team. And if he's not there, then that's going to be a big problem for the Bucks, because Dame can carry the team, but like the other night when they played Miami, he can carry the team, but for so far. Had he had Middleton or he had Giannis there, I don't think the game would have been close with the Heat.
What do he need to average when he come back?
Shit. 15?
I say close to 20.
20?
Yeah, with the 20.
Close to 20. Because then that takes the pressure off of Giannis and Dame for scoring every single night. That's your third score, essentially.
I think, anything between 18 and 21.
I just don't see him coming back the same with Sean. I just don't see it.
I think
it's
he need more than 14. Yeah, I don't see it, but he need more than 14.
You think? Okay, I not to take over the conversation. You think Clay would have been a good fit over there, better than in Dallas?
But I don't think I don't think Dallas would have traded for Middleton because he was coming off of an injury. Is that what you're saying? Middleton go to Dallas?
No. Like if Clay would have just signed with the Bucks or something, you think that would have been a better fit?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah. Who they got? Who the other guy? Dame. I think that's enough right there. They might clash out shooting shots or something.
But don't like this. Just think about it. Don't you think Middleton and Clay play the same game right now at this point in their career? But Clay's a better shooter.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
You can say that. So last year, Chris Middleton averaged 15 points a game. So now, would he go up to 20?
He
No,
gonna get
no, I don't think he is, but I think that's what they need, especially going into the playoffs.
They need him to go up to 20.
Because Giannis is averaging, 30?
Hold on.
Dame averaging, 22, 23?
It's ridiculous.
And these jokers out here averaging 120 points a game about, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what you go. Yeah, Giannis averaging 32, Dame averaging 26.
Man.
So you're going to need another 20-point score because
That's 60 right there.
Huh?
That's 60 right there between two people.
Because the next person that is averaging 13 points is Bobby Portis. That's why I said you're going to need him to score.
Yeah, I guess 14 to 15 would be fine.
They just need to bust that team up, man. Just forget it.
Just be done with it.
Yeah, be done with it. In my opinion, just forget it. Ain't gonna work. Then you got sorry ass Doc Rivers over there, man.
So you just trading off everything, everybody?
Yeah, just start over. Just forget it. Be sorry like y'all used to be in. Milwaukee was always sorry. Just go back to that.
No, they wouldn't.
They don't want to go back to that.
Like they was just like mediocre. You know, they had them a few years with like Michael Redd and all them, but they go back to being sorry.
But okay, so
Do you need Milwaukee do you need Milwaukee to win to make the NBA nice?
no, but the Bucks need Giannis because it's the best thing to that city besides who else?
We need Giannis to get out of there and put him somewhere that makes sense. So, like a team that makes sense.
Like a team that always win anyway, right?
Yeah, like the Bulls or some shit or something, you know. Fuck damn Milwaukee.
Yo, but okay, so this man is getting criticized for doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was drafted by this team. He won a championship for this team. He wanted to retire in the city.
He did what he had to do.
So that's it. Just leave.
Yeah, that's it. Just move on. You want to see Milwaukee you want to see Milwaukee again?
Yes, I want this because I look at it like this. The championship with, I want to see how long he can ride it out and how many championship rings he can get. Now, if they trade him, that's something else. But I want to see if he can get another championship. Because to me, I think that's the part of sports that's missing, is that people so quick to roll out on stuff as opposed to just trying to stick it out and see how far they can go with it. And so so he goes like this, I'm out of here this year. But you don't never know what could have happened, what they could have done to make better. Trying to make it better. But it's almost like they can only do but so much with him. So I say if they don't do anything this year, he's probably going to.
That window closed. How many years ago?
They was just in the finals, 3 years ago?
Exactly. It's closed. They closed the window.
You ain't even give them years. 3 years ago.
Window is closed. Like just keep it closed. Like just move on.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. Move him somewhere to a big market so everybody can watch Giannis do something on the big stage. Fuck Milwaukee. All right, my bad. I be thinking about this stuff like, who wants to watch Milwaukee? Like,
I mean, if they're a good team, I want to watch any team, just like you don't want to watch Denver. But a lot of people like watching them.
I just don't like. I don't
You
like
just don't
Denver.
like real basketball. I get it.
No, I don't like Joker like that. But it's
All right.
Good
So-
for
basketball.
one,
Yeah, we know. So what the Pelicans do Zion, and actually for the rest of the team for that matter, because there was a clause in his contract that Drew stated last week. There's a possibility he could get cut. Do you feel like
ooh, he can get cut.
Yeah.
You ain't got to pay him that money.
Why ain't they cut him? I would have cut him yesterday.
money?
A few hours ago. Like he would have been cut. Like this nigga don't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Why would you pay somebody that don't stay healthy?
I think they have to wait until he misses a certain amount of games this season.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be something. Yeah, it has to be
Once
something.
he hits I think it's like 26 games or something like that, then that's when it kicks in. You have to be able to play a certain amount of games. And last season he didn't play the amount of games, so it was 2 seasons in a row. So this is the second season. If you don't make it this season, then it kicks in.
He's starting to be one of the biggest busts in NBA history.
But what if
Well, you got a future phone? What's that?
You see the future?
Yeah, I never seen no shit like that.
so,
Man, 3 dots. Doot, doot, doot.
so what if he wants to get cut? So he can go somewhere and really ball out.
You smart man.
Because the
You
way
know
they,
he ain't winning there.
yeah, he definitely not in that East. I mean that West. It's not gonna happen. So that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe he want to get cut, so that way he can leave and go where he really want to go.
Yeah, because you're like a free agent at that point.
Right?
But why do all that and just ask for a trade? You're big enough. Be like, nigga, just ask for a trade.
Because he
Because-
don't probably bad in the public's eye.
And if you ask for a trade, you don't get to go where you want to go. You get cut. Hey, I'm a free agent. I go where I want.
He'll be right in Portland, huh?
Portland.
Yeah.
What's in Portland? Well, who?
I'm
The way,
saying he'll probably be in Portland or some shit.
because they're gonna probably trade him to a West team. They gonna trade him to. I mean, trade
To the
trade him-
East, yeah.
He's not going to the West team.
Probably
Just think-
Toronto or some shit. Toronto or
Think about it. If any team he goes to, he gonna make that team that much better. Depending on where he goes.
put him on the Hawks. Shit. Let him play with your boy Trey Young or something. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. But if he goes to Toronto and they get like Scotty Barnes back or some shit, well, he can't. I mean, it's a free agent. So, yeah.
That'd be nice. Well, yeah.
Because
Very
I think
long.
it's more to that story than what we know. But then again, it's something with the team doctors or something. Because I don't know how your whole starting 5 is hurt all at the same time in New Orleans. Like I still don't understand that. Like that doesn't make any logical sense that your whole starting 5 is out of it. Like they put an AAU team out there the other night. Like what is going on here? Like, yeah,
No, they was doing investigations, ain't they?
huh?
They doing investigations, ain't they?
They need to. 'Cause that's foolishness.
They didn't host for Trey Young for that Celtics game.
Oh, because he didn't play.
Yep.
Yeah, they supposed to check on them like if they ain't playing. They got
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Something need to be done. No way your whole starting 5 should be out. You mean
So
to
we're
tell
gonna
me,
do investigations now?
yo, the whole starting
How about
5
y'all investigate these damn refs? How about y'all start right there? How about
Right.
be perfect?
fuck investigating these players not playing? Like, come on, this what we doing?
Well, that was that.
because they was investigating Punk and Kawhi. What's his name? Kawhi. Weren't
Kawhi.
Kawhi? Motherfucking Leonard.
What you
Game
investigating?
his whole life, right?
This nigga is. What's wrong with that nigga? That nigga supposed to be in the Olympics. That nigga just left the Olympics. Like, nigga, I'm out. Like, nigga, and then hurt. Like, what is wrong with that nigga?
He said he had to go get his hair twisted.
Because all of a sudden now the nigga come out with dreads and what the fuck this nigga doing? This nigga want to get cute to sit on the sidelines with a sweatsuit. Fuck that nigga.
You got that New Balance money, baby.
Yeah, he got.
For real. He definitely got that money.
He said,
All right.
fuck all this shit.
I ain't playing no more. I'm getting New Balance. He got to step up again.
Oh,
I just commercial. I ain't gotta say shit. I just look.
You know, crazy. Like him sitting on the bench is almost like he not really there.
yeah.
When has he ever really been there?
Like,
He needs to retire, man. They need to just force him to retire.
can't force him to retire.
They need to.
But I promise you this.
I think you got to retire. Like, there's no option.
Well, that's a good luck. But all right, so was Embiid right to address the player when he said he gonna talk to whoever leaked that info about the players only meeting?
Was it what? Say this again. Was it Embiid right to adjust the play? Man.
Well, Embiid got upset that one of the players, when they was having a player only meeting, leaked the information about Embiid always being late to everything. And they leaked it. Everybody knew what the problem was. But Embiid said he's gonna punch the person in the face.
He did.
I didn't hear this story. Where did this come from?
You think
The other day when he
He said he gonna punch one of the teammates?
Yes, I'm serious. I ain't making this up. He literally said this.
was like, they was a piece of shit and they deserve to get punched in the face.
Right.
That nigga been going through it all year. Like, to be going through it with somebody talking about his brother with the reporter, all types of shit. This niggas is tired of his ass too.
When it rains, it pours. That's how it is. When one story come out, it's always another to follow. Always.
Embiid, like, yeah, people are tired of him, I think. So everything's coming out. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, was he right to address him? Yeah, you entitled to everything, but nigga be on time.
True statement.
I mean, you ain't doing shit else. You ain't playing. So
No.
I mean, how come you just
The
can't
first
be
one
at
in
the
there.
meeting on time? Right. The fuck? We out here practicing and shit, and you just wandering the hallways? Like, where the fuck is you at?
He's supposed to be the leader, right? He's supposed to be the
Right.
leader of the team. What is you
So,
doing?
bring your ass here and be on time.
I don't. Oh man, that team is a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Right.
Nick Nurse. I feel bad for Nick Nurse.
You know the worst thing was Paul George going there. Because
Why
ever
did he
since
go there?
ever since he got there, it ain't been nothing but problems.
Yeah.
He got nothing but problems.
You know what I heard though? I heard that Joel didn't want Paul George to come.
For
He
real?
wanted him to go get Jimmy Butler back, and he's upset that they didn't go get Jimmy Butler back.
Mm.
But why would he want Jimmy Butler back? You already had him.
Because he knows what kind of player Jimmy Butler was, and he didn't want Jimmy Butler to lead in the first place, but they picked Ben Simmons over Jimmy. Remember?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're
And ever
right.
since then, shit been going downhill. And he was saying that he wanted Jimmy Butler back this season. Y'all need to go get my boy back. And instead, they went and got Paul George, and he ain't been happy since.
Oh,
Like, what can the front office do about that anyway? Like, Pat Riley, like, okay, nigga, you can have Jimmy Butler. Like,
actually, you know what? They could have done something because remember, Jimmy Butler didn't sign that contract yet.
Yeah, at that time, him and the Heat wasn't really good. And
in
that's
that
when he was
time,
gonna
you
go
talking
get
about
him.
back? You talking about back when? Like when?
Oh, yeah,
Recent?
he doesn't.
This summer.
Right. This
Yeah,
is
before the season
Paul
started.
George.
right.
Jimmy, he signed to something, right?
Yeah, at the at the end of the season, him and Pat Riley went on good terms.
Right.
They couldn't sign
So-
the contract.
Yeah, because it was mad because Jimmy didn't play. They was acting like something wrong with that nigga. He wasn't nothing wrong with him.
Right. And
Jimmy
so
was acting up. Something happened.
so that was the issue of what I'm saying is they could have traded, if that was the case, they could have traded him then.
Yeah. I just wish one of them would have went to the Warriors. Like Jimmy or damn Paul George would have went to the Warriors. It would have been
A
crap.
better situation, yeah, for both.
Yeah.
guys.
But if you traded Jimmy to, I rather Paul George there.
Paul George or Jimmy, both of them would have been nice.
I mean, either or, but I would prefer to, with that lineup in Golden State, I would prefer to see Paul George there more so than Jimmy Butler.
The Jimmy, because Paul George could be the ball. Well, either I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
they're the same kind of player. Well,
Yeah, they both
kinda.
plug in player. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. They're not the same kind, but they are. They plug in
Yeah.
players. They're gonna fit anywhere.
Well, he's about to
Paul
find
George
this.
to me is a much better scorer, but Jimmy could get buckets too, just in a different
Yeah,
way.
Jimmy get hot.
But
Mhm.
I'm getting at is that the way that Paul George scores is a lot different than
Right.
the way
Yeah.
I what y'all saying. I don't know. That's wild though. But if that's his reasoning for the team being this bad, then I mean that's pretty piss poor then. Because you still gotta play whether who on the floor or not. Like you gotta still play. But this how can he ask for anything? He not even playing back to backs though.
And another
Time
thing
for
I
that
heard
shit to
about
be
that.
over. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I heard that ain't on the team. That's on the player. You can't
That's
tell me when I'm playing and not playing. So he's saying he ain't want to play back to back. It's got to be on him saying this shit.
But that's my whole is that how you gonna be asking me to do something and you don't even want to play 2 games in a row. But I'm
And
supposed to
that's
go.
why, because you ain't bringing my boy.
Don't worry about
Fuck
it. You
y'all.
don't even trip. We got something for you. Haha.
Has Paul George even looked that good this year?
No. Not like he looked with the Clippers, no.
There you go. I'll take Jimmy Buckets then.
I thought he would be better than what he's looked so far. And so like right now, hold on, let me ask this before I ask that question. I'm gonna see something real quick.
James Harden lighting their ass up.
Tyrese Maxey is the 76ers leading scorer. Paul George is averaging 15 points a game. That's that. So what do y'all think is wrong with the Kings? Because it's like they win 1 game, lose 3, win 2 games, win 1, then lose 2. Like they too inconsistent for my taste. But I don't know if it's coaching or what. Something is not clicking with that team like it's supposed to, because they shouldn't be struggling like this.
I think it's Malik Monk.
So you
Is
think
Monk-
He's a big piece because he was averaging almost 17 off the bench. He gives him that spark. You know, you don't miss a beat when he comes in. He's good on defense. And, you know, towards the end of the game, he's out there too, you know. And they be having close games. They just don't be having enough buckets. And they
So
need that off the bench.
they just signed Jay Crowder. They're on a 4-game losing streak, which I don't think
Mhm.
are on, because to me that team is too talented to be on a 4-game losing streak.
James Harden got 43. Oh my bad. Sorry.
And so their leading scorer is with 28. DeMar DeRozan is the second leading scorer with 22, and Sabonis is with 20.
They're I already said it about the Kings. Y'all was a little bit higher on them with me, but I mean, that's another. I
was.
mean, maybe they could figure it out later on. I mean, don't give up on them. I wouldn't give up on them. I think they could be make a push.
No,
I
I'm
think
not.
so too.
Huh?
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're good. I think they need to be healthy once they get
Yeah,
Monk back, and I think they're missing one other piece too, but I think that's all they need.
Yeah, I think when Monk comes back, and there's another, I want to say there's another shooter that they might be missing.
And see, like DeRozan out now, Trey Lyles, that's who's been out too.
Yeah, the dude that shoot all the threes.
Mm-hmm.
That come off the bench. Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking about. So I don't know. I just think something has to change with that team. They got to start, because the more games you lose, the tougher it is going to be to climb out of that hole in the West compared to the East.
Yep.
In a minute, them teams about to start flip flopping like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last question of the night. Well, it's two, but this one is the second to last. Ooh. How serious should we start taking the Spurs and Rockets?
I don't know. Spurs been look good. They on a 4-game win streak. They've been playing against, pretty good teams too. They ain't been, just beating scrubs. You saw Victor throw up the 50 piece. I don't know if you could continue to keep getting better and playing like that. And they're not even healthy either. Once they get healthy, I mean, I see them at least being in the play-in, easily in the play-in. I would be worried about them if I had seen them in the first round.
I'm shaking in my boots. I got to play first round.
You got who?
Because Chris Paul is going to guide them Spurs. And if Vasil back,
got him to a calf injury?
I mean, hey, that happens.
Hamstring, which one's going to be in the playoffs?
I'm saying, who you would be worse to play against? Or better?
But I do for real, you're not lying. I like the Spurs. If I had to, I like what Chris Paul and him is doing, to be honest. I do. And I always feel like there would be, I like that for Victor. He needed that vet to come in there and do that. That helped him. I already knew it.
Yeah,
you can see it. You can see how much his game is taking off from Chris Paul being there. That's why I felt like once Vasil comes back, Keldon Johnson comes back, hopefully they don't get another major injury. The dude, Dennis Rodman.
Dude, them Hawks is showing out.
All right, man, I gotta go.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
They got Cleveland on the ropes.
I don't know what the heck ropes he talking about. But fellas, that is it. This will be the night. Oh, make sure you give me your NFL picks too. So
I'm all the way out, so
yeah, we don't even include you no more, man. You stopped at week 2. So Drew and Sean, both of y'all had 9 last weekend. So y'all did really good. So right now the score is Sean 103, Drew 106, and I got 97.
What do I got?
You got a strong 69. If you want to participate, you're more than welcome to. I ain't gonna stop if you want. So just send me y'all. I will make sure to mark them down because remember,
Give me 2 points for every win, so I can come back.
I'll do that. Then I'll take away 2 points for every loss. It's only fair.
Oh man.
So just send me y'all picks because remember the game starts tomorrow at 12.
12.
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
Y'all the rest of y'all evening.
All right, fellas.
All right, y'all.
Enjoy y'all Thanksgiving, man.
Thanksgiving,
All right,
y'all.
y'all.
Don't do too much party.
Enjoy y'all holiday.